Hey, sorry if you can hear background noises. I'm listening to the Daytona 24, so I don't have a second set of headphones. So where is official? Courseplay is out, by the way. Yes, Courseplay is out on their GitHub, so you can play with Courseplay now, as proven. As proven by this guy just wandering off into the distance. Is the Daytona still on? Yeah, it's not finishing for another couple hours. I'll just pause this so it doesn't interrupt the commentary. There we go. Hey, Sutton Farm and CD. Oh! How do I set this up so that it ignores... Can I get it to ignore? Like, fertilizer? That would be incredibly helpful. Because it's gonna... like, throw a fit. I don't think I can get it to ignore fertilizer, can I? I cannot, which is not good. Yeah, there's no way to get it to ignore fertilizer. Yeah, dang it. Does it have the bypass islands option? Yes. Yes it does. So I'm not going to be able to courseplay this field, which kind of sucks. But we'll courseplay something else later on. Yeah, Courseplay is to be used at your risk only. It could and will break. Can and probably will break. Make sure to have save backups and stuff. You know, usual disclaimers apply with betas. Things can and will break at complete random. This is the official, actual, real Courseplay. Yes. This isn't some random convert by some guy who doesn't know what he's doing. This is by Courseplay. And it may kill your baby pandas, yes. The old disclaimer was like something about your computer exploding, which I kind of preferred that. Can you turn off the escape menu? You can, but Courseplay ignores that. Hey Sean. I think Courseplay ignores it. Courseplay might ignore it. I don't want to be putting down FERT in that field anyway. I want to do the FERT manually. Oh, yeah, that's why I had the headphone off this ear. Can you guys even hear Spud Pewter in the background, by the way? Like, can you guys hear the American that's currently shouting on out of Spud Pewter? How'd you get Courseplay to work? You use the Courseplay controls. I'm not gonna make tutorials on how to use Courseplay because I did that before and it ended up with people asking all sorts of weird and wonderful questions about Courseplay that I had no idea about. No sign of the pig dog yet. No sign of the pig dog. Hey, American Farmers Gaming, by the way. No, Sean, it's not on Xbox. There's no maps on Xbox. If you bothered to check on your Xbox, you'd know that. But you're too lazy to do that, aren't you, Sean? You're too lazy to open up Farm Sim on your Xbox and actually check. So you come into a stream every single day and say, is this map on Xbox? Is this on Xbox? Is that on Xbox? Is the other on Xbox? Gets irritating, Sean. Courseplay is here, you so in beta, so it may break. Probably will. I'll get Courseplay to work. Oh, as a mod? So you download the Courseplay Master zip. Inside there'll be a folder called Courseplay Master. Makes no sense. But you need to create a folder called like zzz_courseplay is what I usually do. And just copy all of it in. And paste it in and like it'll work. It's from the GitHub, yes, CD. I'm mean because I'm bored of you asking the same question every day, Sean. I'm bored of giving you the same answer every day. I'm bored of people who are too lazy to even check the website, which it'll tell you if stuff's on Xbox. But instead they come to streams and ask somebody who doesn't have a console, is this on Xbox? I don't know. Google it. Sutton is definitely suited to Courseplay, yeah, Jeremy. How's my day going? Well, I've been in bed for most... Like, I'm out of bed about half an hour now. A bit more. So, still kind of waking up. Hey, Ren. Hey, Evia. I'm so happy that Courseplay is out. I wasn't going to use it, and then Landy started testing it last night, and he said, hey, actually, this works really well. I said, you know what, I will give it a download. I wasn't going to use it, but yeah. Hey, Ice Gaming. And Ryan as well, actually. So yeah, I haven't used it yet. Interesting. I haven't any problems so far. I haven't used Courseplay yet. The only problem I found so far is I can't turn off like it requiring fertilizer, so I'm gonna have to struggle bus with the hard worker on field 8 or field 7 for the time being. Because I've already got a decent strip done, and I don't want Courseplay going over it again, basically. And like having a bit of the field that's not fertilized. Doesn't go on ahead and just stops and says blocked. Interesting. ZZZ_. I don't think it recognizes dashes, Farming Boy. You have to have like specific characters in the name. I always go ZZZ_Courseplay. You could just go like Courseplay.zip, but ZZZ_Courseplay means that it loads after every vehicle. So it can cause less problems, can cause more. Sometimes load order is a thing with Courseplay, and it does interesting things. There was a period in FS17 where me and Landy had two near identical bugs that were caused by opposite problems. Mine was the load order of the mod that I was using was too high. Landy's was that it was too low. It would, but it would also mean that I've got to get like a second overloader just for fertilizer, which I don't necessarily want to do right now. Why don't I blow smoke on my vape? I do. Simulate has a tutorial on how to install Courseplay. It hasn't changed. It's the exact same way that you installed it. You can call it FS19_Courseplay. You can call it whatever the hell you like. You can call it, you know, Bed Bananas Boobly Doobs if you want. As long as there's a zip folder that contains the files, it'll read it. Is Courseplay out? It's in beta, yes. I'm being very careful to say it's a beta. It might break. Don't trust it 100%. Make sure you know where your backups folder are. Me and Landy actually figured out how that works. You spelled it correctly, Liam. Me and Landy figured out how it works last night. The backups folder. It actually backs up the save previous to the one you've made. Is it working them up? Hardworker, I have no idea where it's working, where it's not. All I know is that it's in beta. So, trust at your own risk. I'll put it that way. My legs are fine now. Hey, Kai. You got FS19? Very nice, pa. I'm enjoying streaming, and as I tested just as the stream was going live, you guys maybe being able to hear whispers of Daytona in the background, but not actually being able to hear Daytona. Why would you need Courseplay and MP? That's a good... Courseplay never really worked in multiplayer, actually. Hey, Police March. By the way, you can all thank Nathan for finding Courseplay and throwing the link my way, or into his Discord. Landy was... I think Landy's words were, "Don't you go playing with my heart now." When I told him Courseplay that last night. And, yeah, I kind of faffed about a bit last night, so he realized, oh, hang on, it's actually out. Am I a NASCAR fan? No, Paul, this is not Daytona 500, this is Daytona 24. The race started at 7:35 PM, my time, yesterday evening. There's about, what, 2 hours left now? And, ooh, sounds like the 10's just taking the lead again. Sweet! I want the 10 to win. Metagrove's not even out, never mind on Xbox, Sean. Again, Google is your friend. See you, Farm Bug. Where did I get this map? On FS UK, but it got taken down for reasons of WBF did a stupid and left it in the map. I'm not going to go into exactly what stupid he did, but he did a really stupid thing and he left it in the map. And somebody found it. Not entirely sure who, but somebody found the stupid thing that he left in the map. And FSUK gave him a very hard slap on the wrist, which was deserved. And said, no, you don't do this again. Yeah, Nathan wants to get it on console, but it's not on console currently. It's not even on PC currently. Typical American only since one Daytona. Oh, it's at the Speedway, Paul. It's at the Speedway. They're just using the Roval. I don't know if you realized Daytona had a Roval, but they do. They basically turn off before NASCAR turn 1. Take 1, 2, 3. We'll call that a hairpin. 4 hairpins. Turn on to NASCAR turn 1. Take turns 1 and 2. About 3/4 of the back straight. Then there's a really tight chicane, and then turns 3, 4 in the tri-oval, and then it all starts over again. Also, they can race in the rain. Normally, when you start FS, it says discovering existing FOSS. I think so. I don't know what is and isn't like expected anymore. FS19 seems to have changed a lot, so myself and Landy and everybody who's playing it, we're still learning what exactly is going on. The modders kind of have it a bit more difficult because they've got to learn what's going on and how to tweak it. Hey, Barry. What is Courseplay? It's how to describe it's the hired worker but smarter, and you can tell him what to do, basically. Do I have any fields that need anything done that I can Courseplay, actually? So that I can, like, demonstrate it reasonably well to Charlie. Let's see. Not... Field 7 could do with line. I could probably Courseplay that. Can you Courseplay line? Does anybody know yet? But you're at Daytona to see NASCAR, they're pretty loud and dangerous. NASCARs are hilariously dangerous. The 24 cars are like actual safe race cars. I'm trying to say that. I was going to say like actual race cars, but no, NASCARs are race cars. Even though their design ethos is just put a stonking great engine into a metal box and hope for the best, they're still technically race cars. But you can courseplay the first player for 70. Yeah, but I don't know if you can courseplay line in 19. I don't know if they've got that ready yet. Well, I'll give it a try. Let's see how we do. Junior will probably come back for the 24. A lot of ex-NASCAR guys and active NASCAR guys and indie guys and just guys in general do the 24 because it's very prestigious in racing. see you, pal. Enjoy whatever it is you gotta go do. Hey, see me again. There's Courseplay. How? It's on their GitHub. So you gotta find their GitHub, which I'm not gonna link. Well, Yanis can link to. I'm not going to. So you can blame Yanis if it all goes wrong. Download it. Follow simulates instructions on installing. Can I? Excuse me. Would you like to hear from our Lord and Savior Seeds? Would you like additional seeds? I see you're running short on seeds. Would you like some? Talladaga's nuts. Talladaga's always nuts. It works pretty well, VF. It's not like horrifically broken. It's just like some of the features aren't working yet. They got it set up in such a way that like it'll work, but not entirely. You only use Courseplay for corn, cart, and silage. I mean that works. It's a definitely a use for Courseplay. It's not maybe the most efficient use. So let's see if we can get Courseplay to work. Very useful on this map, or multiplayer would be very useful on this map. This map's probably gonna, like when V1.2, Landy's not streaming tonight now. When V1.2 comes out, I'll probably put that on the server. But I'm not getting on well. Well, when Marvel comes out, this is gonna go on the server. For sure. I'm not getting on well with this map. Bristol, your favorite. I hate the short tracks. I generally just dislike NASCAR, but having done some iRacing, I hate short tracks. So I want, I guess, fertilizing seeding would be what the course that it wants. Generate on field 7. Starting location is gonna be like, yeah, here. Headland will do 2, I guess. Circle bypass, just to be on the safe side. And let's generate this course, see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm relatively happy with that course. What time am I streaming to? About 7 o'clock because I want to watch the end of Daytona today. Although they're apparently under full course caution for even more rain. So, start at the first waypoint. Go. Okay, that's good. He's unfolding. Hey, it works with lime. Who knew? Can lime go into any of the overloaders? Because that would be like extremely helpful. I think I checked this before and the answer is no, but no, 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 no. Okay. Modders. Lime overloader would be awesome. So that's what Courseplay does. It's going to go off and do headlands and then lime up the field for me. So I don't have to. So I think I want to play with something. Because I've not had a chance to play with it yet and I want to. And I know that this is going to be hilariously small for the map, but I'm only going to use it in a smallish area. Yeah, worker create lessons from Courseplay. Courseplay is just as dumb, Jeremy. Let's control to open Courseplay, right click. Or like control and delete or something like that. What's my favorite John Deere tractor if I had to pick? Whatever one I'm using at the moment. No, seriousness, it's probably like the Model A or like one of the older ones. Okay, this tractor's... I love how the skirt works. Oh my god. I was wondering why people were raving about the skirt yesterday. Now I know. Let's get something that'll fit it a bit more. Yes. Literally buying a tractor just to suit the mower, but oh well. This is gonna suit the mower so much more. Hey Nathan. Thanks for the tip on Courseplay. Courseplay's out. It's on their GitHub. That said, it's also in beta, so it might break and kill pandas and stuff, as they warn, but it seemingly mostly works. Oh my god, whoever made this mod is a genius with the... This is by 50k, of course it... of course it's somebody who's a genius with mods. Ooh! Ooh, I found a problem though. Is that legitimately a problem, or is that just like a visual glitch that I saw? Somewhere in between the two, the coon on this inside here doesn't always like follow the skirt fully. That's what happens when you put a... I guess what happens when you put a skirt onto something that has... well, that's vaguely dynamic. Modders, please, more of this. This is a taste of what's to come in 19. I'm really excited. You know it doesn't work on some mods. Well, that's always the case with Courseplay. And it doesn't work in some modes, and that's like very openly discussed by them. Like, they've not got it fully working yet. It's just working enough that they can release it as a beta. And like, see what happens, I guess. I really like this more all of a sudden. Now 50k to, I know you. Have you done what I think you've done? Yes, you have. Full animations. Oh, that is a delicious... I like this more. This is going to be my more on Meadow Grove, I've decided. It's probably going to be anyway, but now that I've seen it in use, yeah, it's almost definitely going to be the mower in Meadow Grove. It's small, but, I mean... It's pretty. It's pretty, and it works nice, and it makes sense, and it's all dynamic and pretty and beautiful. If there was a bigger version of this, I'd have it on like every map, just because it's pretty and beautiful. It's all in the details. Exactly, Anis. If you've been around this channel for any amount of time, you guys know that I love mods that just have the extra little details in them. This has the extra little details in it, and I'm very happy. I love, yeah. I'm stereotypically Irish. I love mowers. I love anything that works with grass, I guess. This mower in particular is very good. You can see me break things in 1080p. By the way, check out this glass. Or this cup. Irish Kansas that I... It's quite small, but... perfect for having extremely bitter... Oh my god, now I know why it was bitter the other day. Okay, I should really have my cappuccinos in bigger cups. Wow. Hey, let's farm. Wow, that was extremely bitter. Right at the end. Courseplay is going to let me know when stuff starts going wrong over there. And it's probably going to be the 6230 has bumped into the fend. How long is this mower I got here? Probably like 2-3 meters. GMD 2811, 2.7 meters. So it's a small mower. It's a 9-foot mower. Yeah, 9-ish foot mower. Because 3 meters is approximately 10 foot. And 2.7 would be about 9. Is Inspector Mod out? It's working. Not on any of the sites that I trust. Denmark's about to win gold in the Handball World Championships. Very nice. Although I will clarify your statement, the Olympic Handball World Championships, because there is a second type of handball that's played exclusively in Ireland. You've got Irish handball as well. 6230 shouting at me because it's nearly empty. That's problems. Right. Oh, one of the Lamborghinis at Daytona is under review for passing under yellow. That's a big old slap on the wrist. Where's the shed? Oh, it's on the other side of the yard. Okay. I think I've got some lime left over here. 10 subs away. Yeah, we've been here before a couple of times. Oh, it's lime. Oh yeah, because I got angry at the way the lime worked before. That. Yeah, okay. What Courseplay did I get? What website? What Courseplay did I get? Website. I got it off their GitHub, Stephen. Yanis has a link if he wants to throw it into chat. Because I did throw it into the admin chat and Discord last night for any of the admin guys who I know won't ask me a trillion questions about Courseplay reviews. By the way, don't ask me a trillion questions about Courseplay. I am by no means an expert. I am just as much of a fool as you guys are when it comes to Courseplay. Right. Let's get 4,000 litres of lime over in that direction. Don't try this at home, kids, by the way. Don't try and lift like 8 tons of lime. Ever. Coursplay's telling me something. Yeah, it's telling me the John Deere needs to be refilled, which is why I'm heading over with lime. I'm literally doing what Coursplay's telling me to. Don't worry, Martin. I'm paying attention for once. Hello, Alexander. Don't worry. Courseplay beta is out. It's not 100% working yet. There's bits and pieces that won't work. But it's working enough that they are willing to call it a beta. I'm loving how the tail end of the Manitou just keeps popping up every time I hit a bump. Like every minor bump, the tail end just pops. Ooh, this should be interesting. I'm gonna go down nose first. Here we go. Whee! What is actually Courseplay? It's, in my eyes and in many people's eyes, a better way of just having hired workers. Because you can set them to do headlands and stuff around fields and you know, cart your grain or whatever, so, or even harvest. Like you can, if you really wanted to, you could automate an entire farm and just kind of run around like I'm doing right here with lime pallets and big bags and whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's much better for non-square fields. If you play primarily on like console... I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. On console-friendly maps with big... No, Let's Farm. No, I'm not making tutorials. Because I've done that before, and while I do get many views and many subs, I also got many questions that just angered me because they were answered in the tutorials and was people who clearly just didn't bother watching the video. Or didn't bother looking for like a different video because they were asking about something else. I'd already made a video on it and they couldn't be bothered looking, and it just frustrates the crap out of me when I do tutorials and I get just the most inane, stupid questions. And Landy and Sybil tell you the same thing. Like, the most annoying thing about making tutorials is that you get asked just the dumbest questions. Because, oh crap. It's like some people, yeah, some of the questions are like really good. But the good questions are the ones that I don't know the answer to, and the bad questions are the ones that I've already answered. Like a million times. Ah! So far it's working amazing on the Courseplay. It'll work amazing on anything that's in-game by default. It's mods where it'll trip up, I think, for now. Like if there's mods that do really cool things, it probably won't work on them. It should work on the Big Bud though, in theory. Datalund. I'd always recommend Ian Robson for Courseplay tutorials. He's basically how I learned Courseplay back in the day. So don't run off. Don't do exactly what you've just done, you absolute git. Why are you running the sprayer? The spreader. Oh my god. Come back! You're not full yet! Yes, I know it needs to be refilled. I was doing it and you drove off! You're doing it again! Is there? It says refill until 100%, which just ignores that saving bay. Someone else pointer at next trigger, turn on field, up the turn direction. No, there doesn't seem to be an option to like stop while loading. This is the downside of Courseplay, honestly, is like, it's dumb. It's really dumb. It's infuriating at times. It's like you start off, and while it's working, it's fine. And as soon as it like runs out of something, it just starts running off on you. You start the driver while reloading. I know you're supposed to, but like, you shouldn't have to like hop into the tractor, tell the guy to stop. Like, he knows it needs to be, like, Courseplay, if you look at it, it knows it needs to be refilled. But as soon as it hits like 1 or 2%, it's just like, oh, I'm full now. Like, that time he didn't even move. Like, he's gonna get far enough just so that he's out of reach here. And then he's gonna do exactly this and just be like, oh, the work tool needs to be refilled again. I was just about keeping up with Courseplay there. Makes things even... You just ran over the cedar! Yeah, I'm gonna have to get like a trailer load of lime and actively like stop Courseplay and get a bucket for this thing and fill it up properly. It's funny watching me chase after it. Yeah, but it's infuriating at the same time. Where's the trailer? I think it's over here. No, which means it's down here somewhere. There it is, it's a big J. Yeah, Tom, I'm with you there. Overloader, can't use an overloader with lime. Have to get a trailer. Oh, you were asking that. No, you can. Yeah, let's go old school builder or retexture and converted. Very nice. You, Courseplay, are a kid. Like, best case scenario here is the Manitou can't pull the trailer. Worst case scenario is I've got to go get the bloody case. Hey, Steve. And Diva. I've got to go get the case. Do you know what's even worse? Is I've got to bring the Manitou back anyway. Because I need to pick up a... I need to pick up a shovel for the Manitou, which means this has to go across the map 2 or 3 times now. While I'm driving over, we'll pick up a telehandler bucket. So 2640 versus... Oh, I don't have the other one active. Well, 2640 it is. Oh, no, I don't think I'll be left because I remember complaining about how bitter it was at the very end. Yes, did. That's a thing you did. TARDIS teleport. I wish that was a thing. Is it any good? It's pretty good. It's still got the irritating problems that Courseplay did in 17, where, like, if you start refilling something, you've got to chase it around the field with the front loader or telehandler or whatever. That's something I wish they'd fix. So that you could, like, choose, hey, if you're being reloaded, maybe stop. You know, that'd be really nice. That you, like, stop until you're at a certain percentage. Like it says in the options, but never actually does. Massey, I generally don't use private mods. Yeah. Oh, Yanis isn't here. Yanis would hit you up with the link, but he's not here. Nuts. I don't have a link available on, like, anywhere. I'll throw it into the Discord later. Or if you ask around in the Discord. Do I have a link for instant? It should be underneath. Oh, I might have got rid of it in favor of the Giants links. Good point, Aaron. Give me a check. Give me a sec. That wasn't what I wanted to press. That's what I wanted to press. Just farm someone's? Let me grab my instant link then. Oh, do I have to log in? Can I... Like, please, instant, be nice to me? Please tell me this is the right one. Because I'm not entirely sure what's happening in Farm Sim right now. Looks like it's still going. My account has been deactivated. Oh my god, this one then. Affiliation. No, that's not it. Where's the bloody link? There you go, there's my instant link. Took me far too long to get that. Right, you gotta make a zip folder for it, but for Courseplay Massey. It's a bit of a pain to install from GitHub. It's usually well, that's almost always the most up-to-date version. There's my instant link. Though I would say if you want to buy FS19, use the Giants links instead. Even though they're in German. You can kind of figure it out. I forgot to change the links to being English, sorry. If you want to buy Farm Sim, use the Giants link instead. It gives Giants more money. Hey, Kirk. Yeah, it's identical install to 17. Just download it, unzip it, grab everything and throw it into mod folder. Or into a second zip. There we go. This is where follow me would be extremely helpful, because I need to bring both the case and Manitou down. But there's no follow me, so I'm going to have to take 2 separate trips to bring these two over to the other side of the map to fill up the bloody lime spreader. This is where the great idea of lime kind of falls apart, because it just becomes annoying. Right. I'm gonna bring the case first, because I'll need a pile of lime over there to, you know, use the use the bucket, and, oh god, to get to that. Oh my god, this is gonna be painful. It's looking increasingly like I'm gonna have to drive, like... Is that a shortcut? No. It's looking increasingly like I'm gonna have to make maybe 2 trips across the... 2 or 3 trips across the map with the case as well. This is the big weakness of Courseplay at times, like it can just get on your nerves. It's a bit broken in it, just like put some lime somewhere on the map below or something. No, the thing is, you'd still have to cart the lime. Like, my problem is that I have lime. I've got the lime buy points. It's just that I have to cart it anyway, and I'll have to, like, dump it into the field and then load it into the... Like, stop Courseplay on the John Deere, load it into the John Deere, fill it up, set the John Deere off, and just kind of keep a bigger stockpile down there. I know we're going to stockpile it as well, but it's just that I'm going to have to keep a stockpile down there for that one field. Which is a pain in the behind. Runs out too fast. I don't know if it runs out too fast, but there definitely needs to be an easier way to load lime. I think it might have been faster to run to the silo. See, there's problems with that as well, because then I'd be like running over and back across the map every few minutes. If I just have a stockpile over here with a lime silo, that might fix the problem. Also, is that a lime silo right there? They're very hungover. No, that's just a decorative silo. Of course it is. Like, the biggest bonus point is this trailer that I'm going to be using will be able to hold more lime than the fertilizer, or than the lime spreader, so... Hey, farm man. On Courseplay drive purchase AI driver, yes. I don't know why it says AI driver. Possibly because that's the only way it would work now. It says AI driver. Maybe they're planning on like integrating it with some other mod or something, or putting in like names, which would be cool. But at the moment it says AI driver. Right, off we go to the lime fill point. Hey Darth. We're running over and back across the map today, unfortunately. It's gonna be one of those streams where like not a whole lot happens. I think the AI driver's name should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like columns the things. Hey Chris, I'm doing good. Getting increasingly frustrated by this map. I think you can just search for the game you want and buy it. Aaron, I think that's the way that it works. I do have like a secondary link, like if you asked for a specific game that I could use, but it makes it easier if it like allows you to search and stuff. Crowds of songs on this map. How about no, Darth? How about I'm dropping this map like a hot potato as soon as Marwell is out, because I'm just not getting on with it at all. Landy's got the same problem. Like, this map is it just doesn't suit me at all. Landy was saying last night the fields are the same size as Oakfield. I feel like they're much bigger. I feel like the fields on this are so much bigger than Oakfield, and the map needs a lot of work and a lot of fine tuning. But I don't think I'll ever actually like the map. Fishing Barren Sea, they have it on sale. There, keep in mind, Aaron, Fishing Barren Sea, and I will give you this fair warning. That game has a habit of taking up 100% of your CPU. GPU. Tends to run graphic cards at 100%, so just bear that in mind. But an increasing number of games are doing that, so it's seemingly less of a problem than it used to be. But just like, if you don't want your GPU running at 100%, maybe don't get it. Meadow Grove is your kind of size? Yeah. Meadow Grove. Marwell looks to be about right for me. There's just something about this map that just doesn't sit with me at all. It's too big for single player playing Ireland. I'm not touching that map, Jag. Not because I don't like it, but because it's just caused trouble for me in the past when I said, oh, this, the map could do with improvements. And people just descended on me from Facebook screaming insanity and profanity, and I'm just like, okay then. That's made up my mind that I'm not touching that map with a bloody barge pole, if that's the way you can react when I, have a valid bit of criticism to level at it. I'm not going to waste my time on something that's just going to cause me headaches. Your friends with creators, that's why I have it. Yeah, but that, like, no disrespect to anybody intended here, but trouble that has caused me already, not touching with a barge pole. I care not for maps that are just going to cause me We're just gonna cause drama. Right. You can stop. And I go from the current waypoint. Yes, sweet. Right. So if I stop you, and the cedar can keep going, you are going to come over to my staging post, which is going to be over in the auxiliary yard here. Thought it was clickbait? I don't do clickbait much. I did yesterday with the excessive pigs, granted, but I don't do clickbait much. How's this going? It's still filling. Right, while that's filling, we can get the Manitou over. I should probably do more clickbait though. As frustrating as it is for me to say it, and as annoying as it'll be for you guys to see it. I'll definitely be doing clickbait on the scripted videos, because they're the videos that I put the most work into on YouTube ever. And new features, there's actually less features at the moment in New Vegan. They're kind of releasing in batches, so this is just it works basically. They don't have the fancy stuff in yet. Once one map comes out, a lot of us will try and get the maps unmodded, and the problem is most people won't get their maps unmodded. Giant standards are incredibly high, and right now there seems to be some sort of chaos going on in the QA team. I don't know what it is, I don't know what's going on specifically, but they're snowed under and they seem to just keep getting further and further behind. I don't know how or why. Though they're looking for new people, so hopefully they'll relieve the problem slightly. Seemingly, yeah, Newberg and Giants changed a bit of the coding, but they have been helping Courseplay. They have had somebody tasked with helping Courseplay get it to work. So, it's, I guess, not been the end of the world for them. They've not had to figure it out by themselves. They've had somebody from Giants helping. And they've now got Courseplay so that it'll work in certain modes. Not all of them, but certain modes. You gotta be high to... Oh, Darth, you fell for that as well. It's $250,000 in total, not like for one person getting $250,000. It's the value of the prizes in total. They're going to be giving away a lot of prizes in the Farm Sim League. It's not just like one grand prize of $250,000. It's rework. I hate the reworks of the in-game maps. I hate them. Because like people complain about the in-game maps, and then other people decide I'm going to mod it, and people love the reworks. It's like, Giants put a lot of work into the map. Why are you like crapping on one version and then playing this edit of the map that's pretty much identical in every way, and then saying, oh, this is really good, this is way better than Giants, and most of the time it's not. And yeah, I'm in one of those moods where I'm just gonna complain about various gripes I have with the community, but they're quick gripes. So on Stevie's maps, oh god, Stevie. I'm not going to air my opinions on him. He's... Suffice it to say, I don't think he's as good as people think he is. He used to be much better as a modder. He's kind of fallen down in the last couple of years. People are looking for a Courseplay link in my Discord. Oh sweet, whoever put that into the Discord, thank you. I don't know who did, but Farming Boy, that's a mod only command. Darth, could you use the Discord command? Literally what Farming Boy just threw in. Oh, okay. This is high-speed farming, yo. There's an uphill section in the on the way back, isn't there? Oh my god, look at the tires on the case! You put the link in, thank you, Farming Boy. Look at the rear tires on the case, they're squished. Trailer tires aren't doing much better, but case tires are just, they're running flat. But they're literally flat at the bottom. That's probably about 20 tons of weight. And I'm gonna have to retest the case as soon as it's unloaded over there to refill the vent. I think the tractor's a tiny bit overloaded, possibly just a smidge overloaded, yeah. But I don't care. Is that a big pixel or just like something on the screen? And that's the same. The tractor's just a smidge overloaded, but we finally got it up to speed. So I'm hoping I don't need to slow down at all for anything. If I gotta slow down for anything, that's problems. Hey look, how's my day? Pretty good. I'm just in a mood today for some reason. I'm in a good mood, but I don't know. Just, oh my god, the portrait. Oh no, it slowed down. I was going too fast, now it's slowed down. Can I, like, skip across here so the turn's a bit smoother? Yes, I can. Yes. Let's try and lay down the power as much as we can. Come on, little case, you can do it. This, by the way, is the Magnum, not the Maxim. Oh, this is the Puma, even. This is the middle boy, not the big boy or the little boy, it's the middle boy. And, she's struggling. 47 kilometers an hour down the road. She's not happy with this idea at all. The entirety of the first season was on the History Channel. Needs a weight in your opinion? I think it needs more than a weight. I think it needs divine intervention, Massey. Puma's best looking case. I like the Maxim. Oh, Yanis is back. You're from Croatia. Hello, Luca. Alex, English only, please, for the love of goodness. None of us can read Russian. Yanis kind of can, but he uses mainly Google Translate. Hey, William. I'm enjoying the amount of people coming in thinking, oh, Courseplay's out. That's gotta be clickbait. Gotta be clickbait. And then seeing me using Courseplay, it's like, oh, actually, actual truth. Truth on the internet. Who would have thunk it? Oh, God. The brakes on the Puma were not made for slowing this trailer down. Right. Oh, that won't work. Dang it. You get greeting and I've already said hello to you. Nyeh. 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 Oh, it's empty. Hey! But all this just for a field of soybeans. We simplify and do multiplayer in 19? Probably not. Definitely not the same way that we did in 15 for sure. But the her limit on fur carting, JB? Oh. Excuse me. You are over the thing. Why are you not unloading? Do you Are you going to insist to be like over this side? Because that's the most awkward bloody side to get to. Oh, I know what the problem is. Oh. How do you... Okay, it should in theory now be using the second bit. Unless, of course, it was always using the second bin, it was the first bin that I needed to use. Nope, it was the second bin that I needed to use. Sweet. I don't know what I want you to do. Oh, farming boy, can I? Fold cedar to make pipe easier to swing over. It's pretty much fine the way that it is. I just need to move the trailer, which I'm going to use the John Deere for. Can't swap anything else onto the spreader, but I can move the trailer out of the way, like so. We are going to do a second run with the Puma, just to make sure that we definitely get enough. Neat background, that is definitely something you can do now in 19, where like you have two people on the same map, they're both doing their own farming, single player, but it's a multiplayer save. Courseplay is the fold seed. Well, that's on hired worker, so you may actually remember correctly, but do I have a mod list? No. Pretty much everything I'm using is from Giant's mod hub that is a mod, with the exception of Courseplay, vehicle enhancement, or enhanced vehicle, and this map, which isn't actually available at the moment, which sucks. I took 4 hours to set the damn thing up. I wasn't gonna drop it just because WBF decided a stupid joke would be a funny idea to leave in the map. It took you an hour to get 2 headers out of fuel 15 on server. Yeah, I can imagine. Hey, SFTN. Can I get away with stopping you somewhere in the middle of the field, just in case the John Deere needs more help? Or if it needs more help, you can stop there. Meanwhile, you are what I'll be working with now. Well, the Puma's gonna need to go and get more seeds, which is problematic because I think I've got to lift the seeds up into the Puma. I may need to get a second telehandler. As much as I like having only the one, the second one might be worthwhile having. Or even a wheel loader just for the line. Hey, Dusty. By the way, I can't remember if I said hello to you or not, but hello. The telehandler forklift. You know, you might be onto an idea there, Darth. Problem is, I don't know if the forklift will actually work with the big bags. Like, that's the big question that I have, is does... Somebody might know the answer. Does the forklift work with the big bags? Poor suspension. I know. Everything's getting punished on this map because it's just... How is Courseplay working? Reasonably well, if you have, like, everything full. It's just as dumb as it used to be, so... It's working like Courseplay tends to work. This John Deere is technically on Courseplay, but I've had to bring it out of the field to give it more line. You can get a fork and move the bag. Oh, it does work! Does it work? Would the forklift lift the bag high enough? Ooh, that's a good secondary question. I think it would. I think it would, and if not, I could always try and swing the bag just enough. You're wondering why I've only got one headphone on this ear. This ear here is completely open. I'm listening to Daytona on my right hand side. Because Radio Le Mans commentary is best commentary. It's radio commentary, so I actually can understand vaguely what's going on. It's also I'm being maybe a bit quieter than usual. I'm doing an SFTN where we used to watch the the football and have a stream going at the same time. Doing something similar to that, just with 200 mile an hour motor racing. 180 mile an hour probably top speeds. And significantly slower than that at the moment because it's raining in Daytona. Oh, there's something going on at Daytona. Oh, Daytona's under red flag again. Apparently the rain's got too rainy. I'm literally missing nothing. I vote Abby, but I was always going to vote Abby, so probably Covernon. Actually, Abby would be better because, like, if you do the KV, you'd kind of... I think people would want you, including me, to do it the same way as 50k did with the skirt, and you'd have to learn how the hell to do that, and it'll probably require that you have... Powder lime weighs 1.3 tons per 1,000 litres, basically. That's... Yeah, no wonder the case was struggling. It had about 35 tons of lime on the back. Probably closer to 40 tons of lime on the back. I think most tractors will struggle with that much on the back. New subscriber, hello Sam. Welcome along. I'm slightly distracted today, but it's fine. It's a Sunday, I'm allowed to be distracted and chill. Oh, that's the tree that I cut down last time that's now causing even more problems, isn't it? Because... yeah, what's happened is the Fent has managed to mount the tree that I cut down last time. Let's just cut it a bit more. And it's going to cause more problems, but it's going to solve them in the short term. I will eventually get a wood chipper down here just to get rid of this tree once and for all. But for right now, it's fine where it is. Right. Away we go. There we go. We're on the we picked up a tree. People joking about the camo harvests in 17. I have an actual camouflaged Fent. That's it. Funky! It's fine, Yanis. It's going at 10 kph now. I mean, granted, the tree is now inside the cedar and has become part of it, but... oh, the cedar's dropped the tree! There you go, off you go again now. Right. Case. You are gonna have to move. Did I get a thumbnail? What? I should have, shouldn't I? I didn't get a thumbnail, but what I can do is I can move the case over here and go get another like 40 tons of lime or whatever it ends up being. If somebody wants to work that out, feel free. I hope so too, CD. Like, myself and Landy have been bugging him to convert Shamrock, and the more people that tell him to convert Shamrock, the more likely it is he'll do it, I hope. Because his kind of reason... I'll tell you at the bottom right. Oh, good point, Aaron. His kind of reasoning was that Shamrock didn't do too well in 17, but that was, I think, a function of the timing of Shamrock, because it came out when people were kind of giving up on 17 initially. I know people are kind of getting back into it, but I'm just not. So I asked earlier because you can't see it. Ah, okay. If he doesn't, you will. You'll have to ask his permission, CD. It's the Ventonwan effect, yeah. I think that's a good name for it, the Ventonwan effect. I think a lot of people want Shamrock. Everybody on console wants Shamrock. That much I do know. Because console never made it to... Or Shamrock never made it to console. So just for the sake of those guys, I know that I rip on some of them. But I really want, for console players alone, Shamrock to come to console. I did see the recent post about drying hay in seasons. Did you see the post that Cattle and Crops put out a month or so ago about drying hay in Cattle and Crops? Because if you didn't, you should have a look. Somebody in Seasons had a very good sense of humor. Because it made me laugh. It made me laugh, it made Landy laugh, it made everybody who actually understood that little joke reference thing laugh. Oh wow, the road is over there. Okay. I think it was aimed at the people who are like going off farm sim currently, like going off FS17, 19 and saying, "Oh, the Cattle and Crops is better." I think it was aimed at them and just saying, "Hey, look, with Seasons you can basically get Cattle and Crops." Because the dynamic terrain Cattle and Crops have, that's a gimmick. That's a dumb gimmick. It's not going to work properly, at least. I'm enjoying, by the way, how Field 19 is just like this teeny tiny slit at the side of the map. I'm also loving how it's entirely in cotton, which will be cultivated under, if and when I buy the field. It's a big if as well, the size of this bloody map. I had 130,000 at the start of the stream, but then I decided to buy the Fent to go with the mower that I bought, so I'm now significantly less well off. How's that for skill? Right, what else can I do in the meantime? You're just going in circles, aren't you? You are just going in circles. Why are you just going in circles? Because not even I can tell where you're supposed to go next. Go to the next closest waypoint. I'm entirely sure this is going to take... Oh, this is going to take you exactly where it should. Hey! I guess right. Oh, also you're almost empty again. Oh my god, this is just going to be me running over and back with a bloody case, isn't it? You know Courseplay, yes. Should I just lease a truck? How much would it cost to lease a truck? 6,600. What if said truck was a John Deere truck? Yeah, we'll lease a truck. And we'll lease something that can hold lime. Can this hold lime? That can hold lime. That can hold lime too. We'll lease the smaller of the two, because I think this might be... Yeah, this is going to work out a bit cheaper. Right. I know the 6030 is empty again, but I don't have a tractor over there just yet with the lime that it needs. Right, stop the driver. Start at the current waypoint. So I'm gonna just actively use a lorry now. And things like this is what adds immersion. What? Tractors running out of lime because they've been driving around in circles for 5 minutes. I don't think that's exactly realistic, but okay. You wanna call that immersive? Sure. Let's see how full I can get that. Oh, the drying of grass, okay. I was gonna say. I did say. That, yeah, Courseplay isn't exactly immersive, but it's better than the hired workers. Stack on the back of the bed, that'd be nice. Right. In case it's full, we're gonna struggle bus it over and then just dump it over there somewhere. This has all gone wrong. This stream turned from like, hey, Courseplay's out to, hey, we've gotta like babysit the we've gotta babysit the Courseplay worker because he's just eating lime. He's not even using it on the field, he's just actively just sat in the thing and just eating it. Daytona conveniently has gone to red flag, so I'm not missing anything right now, which is good. I'm not missing actual racing and crashes and stuff because it's too wet. Apparently Daytona International Speedway isn't made for rain. Dang it, Florida. I've got it set to circle, and I think that might be the problem, Aaron. In 15 or in 17 it was better to go circle, but I think with the lives where it gets a bit wonky. Wonder if you'd be able to make... probably. Possibly. What I'd love to see FarmSim do, and there's some good reasons why they won't or can't. Should have bought a silo and put it into the yard, but I should have, but it's too late now. Plus it's a bit more realistic to have to cart line around. What I'd love to see FarmSim do, and there's reasons why they're not going to do it, but I'd love to see it regardless, is have a used vehicle store where, like, you can buy tractors with, 200 hours on the clock that are just, like, there's zero maintenance on them, and the fuel drains almost immediately, but they'll run far enough that you can refuel them and get them repaired. And they cost, like, nothing. They cost peanuts, but they're largely useless. I'd love to see that. Use plows and stuff. Yeah, that too. Like you get equipment that's not as good. It's the same equipment, but it's not as good because it's been worn down. It's old. It's got thousands of hours on it or whatever, and the maintenance is down at zero. But it costs like significantly less than the actual equipment does in game. And that'd be a really cool system to have in the game. And then you can like sell your tractors to the used vehicle store and maybe buy them back later. And like it keeps in memory like the stuff that you've sold to the shop as used vehicles, so you can like buy back your own vehicles, or it sells off to like invisible farms that are also like around the map. These are the weird and wonderful ideas that I have. Has the Cedar decided to find... Yes, it has. It's the Fent. Fent, that's not the field, that's a hedge. I'm sorry to break it to you, but... Oh, it's a tree. I forgot the brakes are useless on this one. It's... Oh god. Come on. We've been red for an hour and I only just discovered this like 20 minutes ago. GG Dave! Right. You can now empty. While that's emptying, I'm gonna grab you and bring you down to the lime fill point so that you can start carting lime. So that's the entire reason I bought this. RainbowDave, the only logical options. Get a truck. Right, let's open the cover on this because it looks kind of silly when the cover's coming up through the metal or around the metal like that. Don't like it. It's like go down like that. What is this? This is Dave trying to figure out best way to get tons, literally tons of lime over to the field. I think giving up on and getting a truck. Second-hand store would be good. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the truck was airborne for quite a while there. Right, this is... I don't know what was said there, yes? It didn't pop off, but thank you. I'm guessing. It didn't pop on either computer. It's Euro Farm Sim 19. You giving up and use the fill command? No, I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to do this legit, even though it's painful. Right, you're good. You need to turn around because you smacked into a tree. Because of course you did, because you're just a hard worker and you're always going to find every tree on the damn map. Right, you're good. You need to be pulled forward so you can unload more. Actually, I can pull you forward. Right, you're empty, so I'm just going to slot you in here beside the shed. No, I'm not. I'm going to slot you in the other side of the shed. Remember AI Tractor? Yes, Vehicles it still exists, it's just got a different name, or had a different name in 17 ARN. There's an AI vehicle extension. The way for testing triggers that has to be doing it. Yeah, it's a good testing method, but it's not something I want to use like actively while playing. I want to play like vaguely legit. Right, we're just hemorrhaging money. Let's just put in Discord. Sweet, I'll have a look after the stream. It's done about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna get Atlas Snow. Update extension was... No, that was drive control. AI vehicle extension was the same as AI tractor and AI combine. It just Mowgli changed the name for whatever reason. And seemingly Mowgli is continuing to work in 19, so that might make a return. Ooh. Come on. We'll eventually get this full again, get it back out onto the field, and then get the truck over. I did literally some mowing today at least. I just wanted to test that more, and I guess I did that. Just not as much as I would have liked. I may, if I do bigger maps like this again, just straight up turn off Lime. Until like somebody brings out an overloader for Lime. Is Courseplay out? Yes. Courseplay beta's out. It's not fully out. It's not fully functional yet. They've got like certain features working, but enough that like you can use it for karting and stuff. Makes this map just that bit easier to play, but it's still a map that just doesn't sit well with me. So as soon as Marvel's out, this map's going away, because I'm just not enjoying it. Sorry to say. Directors of disc weeds, but Amazon Condor. I was wondering why the direct drill that I was using didn't get rid of weeds, but the Vaderstad did. That explains it. Thank you, Alexander. I was confused as hell. Because what I'm using doesn't have discs. You need a big lime spreader like the Big Bud. The problem isn't the size of the spreader, Stephen, it's the size of the bucket. And how long it takes to like refill the lime spreader. Enjoyed it for a few nights, something completely off. Yeah. It's a map that just, like, Landy's got the same problem. Like, neither of us can figure out why we don't like this map. We just don't like this map. But I'm gonna stay out until, like, until Marwell's out. Just because I don't want to have two saves on the same map. It's also why Marvel's going to be single player only. I don't want to have two saves on the same map because I'll get really confused then between the two saves. And I don't want to play Metagrove until it's ready to be released, which rules that out, and I don't really have much of a choice other than like other maps that I don't really like. This map came out at the right time for the map. Because people just wanted a map. And this is definitely a map. I don't like the map, but you can't say I haven't given it a fair try. Right, I don't know where this guy's gonna go, so I'm just gonna start you there and like go find where you need to go. Truck goes full. Map's a bit too big. Yes, the field sizes irritate me. The road system irritates me. The trees literally sitting on the edge of the field irritate me. It's like, There's not too much storage space unless you field. Yeah. The fact that it doesn't have a silo by default irritates me. And the fact that there's not much room to like place one down also annoys me. It's like there's a lot that could be improved, and I think should be if it's at all possible. The pointless little field by field 16 should just be turned into a secondary yard, I think. Because, you know, that's what you kind of do. There's two pointless fields between 6 and 7. They could be made into a yard as well. It's enough to be irritating, but not enough to call character. Yeah. Like, the stuff that I like is really character. This road here I like. The single track road is nice. If you've got traffic turned off, with traffic turned on, it's just painful. There's a quicker way to get where I'm taking the lime. Is there? I don't see it. Oh, hang on. Is it down by field... down south of field 20, west of 14, north of 21, north of the redonkulous, the huge pig area that should be a yard, and then down west and south of field 9. It looks like there might be a road there. But the PDA map is so atrocious that I don't know. Go past the pigs. So yeah, roughly what I was saying. PDA map is borderline unreadable. Let's see if it's any better here. So, let's see. Was I reading this right? So there's south of field 20. I'm gonna stop it off. South of field 20. Across here by 21, north of the pigs. And then you can go straight out. This is the problem when you don't have a very good, like, PDA. Is it's borderline impossible to see stuff. Courseplay is out. Really? I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea Courseplay was out, Callum. None whatsoever. It's not like it's in the title of the stream. It's not like I've been using it for the stream. I had no idea Courseplay was out. The PDA is very... It's not that it's grey, it's... All the colours are too light. It's impossible to see like the fine details on the PDA. Where'd you get it? GitHub. The Courseplay GitHub. Yeah, it's washed... That's the better word. Washed out. It's very pastel colours and it's very difficult to tell them apart from each other. And there's no emphasis being put on... Like, there's an emphasis, obviously, on the luminous yellow MS Paint roads here. But when you get down to the like, country roads, I feel like they could be improved a bit as well. The dirt roads, they could be, like, have their... like, stand out a bit more as well. Because it's, as it stands, the only road that you definitely know is there is the luminous yellow MS Paint road. As well as the luminous blue MS Paint water areas. Not out yet, Liam, unfortunately. Ooh. Stop. Oh god. Okay, brake a hell of a lot earlier than I think for, like, any stop. Because that wasn't necessarily me crashing the truck, that was the brakes just straight up not working. Granted, this does have about 60 tons of lime in the back at the moment. Helper F has completed their task. I somehow doubt that. Right, let's just leave that there. Exactly. You're not finished. You've just given up because you've not even hit a tree this time. You just straight up gave up. You lazy kid. Oh, you're worse than Sin. Good luck. Good grief. Truck. Hey, Story Dark. Nathan, do or do not, there is no try. I firmly believe you are capable of getting Metagrove out on console. You can get switched off for... Oh wait, no, that was switched off anyway. You can get switched off. You can get switched off for now at least. You're... Oh my god. Lime goes way too fast. How to download Courseplay. Go to their GitHub and hit download. I'm not going to do a tutorial. Simulate has one, you can go watch that. But frankly, if you can't figure out how to download Courseplay, you maybe shouldn't be installing it right now. Because it is in a beta condition, it is potentially broken. Potentially might break everything in game, might corrupt saves, might break mods, might do whatever a broken Courseplay could do. So if you can't figure out how to download it, don't install it, because you're gonna break things. You need to know how to troubleshoot if you're gonna install Courseplay right now, and if you don't know how to troubleshoot, don't install it. Just bluntly. I know it's mean and rude to say. Someone's fault. If you can't figure out how to install Courseplay, don't install it. Seriously. I'm not being rude. I'm being like... The most helpful thing you can say is if you can't figure out how to install it, don't install it. Because it's beta. It can and will break things. And if you can't figure out an installation, you won't be able to figure out troubleshooting it. I'm confident that I know how to I can troubleshoot Courseplay reasonably well and diagnose the problems that it will probably cause. So that's why I have it installed. If you aren't confident that you can do the same thing, please don't install it, because you'll just end up having problems, getting really angry and thinking Courseplay is terrible. Is that like... I've been using Courseplay for years now, and I know how it reacts, and I know how it breaks. And if it breaks in a new way, I can figure out how it's broken and what it's broken fairly quickly. If you're new to using Courseplay, don't download it as a beta. Wait until it's... Wait until it's relatively stable at least. This is an unstable beta. It's stable enough that it'll work, it'll load into game and it'll work for the most part. It's not going to be able to do everything right now. It's potentially going to break stuff. Myself and Landy have save game backups ready to go if it does break everything, on the off chance. Because Landy has it too. We've got our save game backups ready, we know how those work. We did our learning last night, we did our kind of... There's 60-30 empty again. We did our homework last night and learned all the stuff we needed to learn to get Courseplay in a condition where we'd be confident to use it in active saves. And you know, it takes a few hours to learn all this stuff, and we spent, God, about 10-15 minutes last night figuring out how the save game backup system works in 19. But if you're not confident that you know how all that works, either learn it and get Courseplay, or wait until Courseplay is more stable. I'm trying to be as nice as possible, but the long and the short of it is, most people maybe shouldn't use Courseplay right now. Like, if you're having trouble installing it, it's definitely better that you don't use it right now. Because installation's the easy part. When it breaks is the difficult part. I'll have it on Marwell because I'm confident that it's not gonna... If it breaks stuff for me, I can extract Courseplay from the save. And I'll be starting at, like, I'll be... Trying beta scripts is playing with fire, especially if it's Courseplay, because Courseplay affects a lot of stuff. You need to be confident that you know how to troubleshoot, just in case it starts it starts setting things on fire. Generally speaking, you're better off hiring workers for now. and just continuing with that until Courseplay is 100%. Well, it's never going to be 100% stable. Stable enough to be like regarded as a non-beta release. Right now it is very much beta. It is very much going to potentially break stuff. Very much going to potentially corrupt save games entirely, make them unusable. So, you know, I know how to completely extract Courseplay from a save if necessary. Don't know that, or if you don't know anybody who does know that, and I'm not going to teach you. I'll teach Landy how to do it if needs be. I'm not going to teach it. I'm not going to do tutorials on that. I don't like doing tutorials. I'm not getting silly, unrelated questions in tutorials. So, when's Manor Farm coming? Marwell? Marwell is coming out. You thought it was going to be Friday because somebody in chat kept saying it was going to be Friday. Marwell's coming out ASAP. Oxy actually pulled it from the mod hub this week. He pulled it from testing. Because he changed some tip calls and he put in multi-terrain angle for PC. Which means PC guys will get something really nice to play with. The name is the Courseplay rant. Yeah, but it's a rant of being nice to people and saying, you know, it's gonna break. I know how to fix things when they break. Don't try this if you don't know how to fix things when they break. Marwell got pulled from testing because Oxy put in multi-terrain angle and changed some tip calls. Long and the short of that, those changes mean that if it passed testing and then Oxy put in the new version, what will be the release version, after the fact is you'd all have to change save games. Console, PC, everybody. Because tip calls need a new save game to work properly, and multi-terrain angle just straight up needs a new save. Now Landy, it's a safety instruction mainly, yeah. I don't think it's like rants or me complaining about something. Me saying that you should not use this mod if you don't know how to do X, Y, or Z is a public safety announcement. Public service announcement. I don't want to have people coming to me next week and saying, Dave, I downloaded Courseplay because like you were using it and it broke this, and this. And I said, well, I don't want to be the guy who says, well, I'm sorry, I really should have told you that you maybe shouldn't use it. I want to be that guy who says, well, I did warn you that like it will break stuff. And like at least I can say that. It's not my fault, it's not Courseplay's fault if Courseplay breaks your game. It is in beta, it is going to break things, just be careful with it. Trust it as much as you trust a flaming piece of pig. Good British Irish map. Yeah, I'm still waiting on like. Sutton is good, Dennis, but a lot of people just don't like it. I'm one of them. I just don't like this map for unknown reasons. If you ask me why I don't like it, I couldn't tell you. It's just not. I guess not my kind of map. Which sucks, because it is a very good map, but I just don't like it. Gonna stay on it until Marwell comes out, but as soon as Marwell's out, yeah, this map's going bye-bye. You'd love a modern JCB title, so would I, actually. I got a load all even would be nice. Drive from the current waypoint. We'll figure that out. He says hopefully. Getting Courseplay to Pathfind is really pushing my luck right now. Courseplay's in beta and may not work properly. Okay, sure, I'm just gonna get it to Pathfind across this field. It's just too big for anything you're used to. Yeah. I mean, the field sizes do hurt as well, because like, it sucks that some of these streams are just like doing one job and like focusing on a job, like the lime spreading. Like, that's been the majority of the stream, is just getting lime over to that field. And it's annoying for me. It's probably not fun for you guys to watch, and it's just like, it doesn't make for good content. Like on Marwell, I do have plans for like preventing this issues. Tibby, you want something like Metagrover Shamrock? Marwell, I'll be honest, is a big map as well, Jack. But myself and Landy seem to have not identical taste in maps. He likes some maps that I hate, and I like some maps he hates. But we've got very similar taste in them. Landy likes it, but I'm probably like 9 times out of 10 gonna like it. So Marvel, I've got high hopes for enjoying the crap out of and playing the crap out of. I should say as well, like, if you find a map you like, play it, but don't play it till you get burnt out. As my Cattle Crops video, I've not done anything on it for the last few days. The night that I wrote like 6,000 words is the last time I worked on it. And I've not touched it since. I actually want to return to it tonight. Word in advance, won't be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be sorting out my room. I'm going to work on Cattle Crops video tonight. Hopefully, as well as sorting out my room tomorrow, I'll start getting like actual recording work done on Cattle Crops video. Probably just B-roll tomorrow. And next week I'm hoping over the next 7 days to get that video fully recorded. I don't want to say edited and rendered and all that, but fully recorded and all the voiceover done, all the B-roll done, and I can start working on the edit of it. Marwell feels British, Sutton doesn't. Sutton does, but it's not hilly enough for me. Like, it's not the hilly maps that I like. That might be one of the reasons I don't like Sutton. Like, it is realistically very flat, and I prefer hillier maps. I don't know if Marwell's hillier. Marwell might be reasonably flat as well. I've not seen any content. I've seen the PDA and some pictures, and that's it. You guys want to know, like, to what extent that I go to avoid learning about maps? I've seen the PDA, I've not studied it. I've seen some pictures. I've not really studied that. I've just said, ooh, that's pretty, and left. I've not seen any video of the map at all. Because I want to go in completely blind. Like, I don't mind knowing what the PDA looks like, because it doesn't help me find my way around most of the time. And most of the stuff that I've seen the PDA for was just like, here's the PDA. Ooh, pretty. Very nice. Here's what Courseplay looks like on the PDA. Ooh, Courseplay. Very nice. Doesn't have much eye candy. That might be it as well, as like, it is a very kind of blank and empty map in a way. And Jeremy, I've got kind of the maps that I like in my head, and they're all hilly. So it's seemingly a thing that it's just like a requirement for me to like a map is that it has hills. That said, I have liked maps that are relatively flat as well, so it's not a hard and fast rule, it's just something that I do like. And at least now we're getting some mowing done, because we've got excessive amounts of lime over the other side of the map. It's very American to a certain extent. Yeah, it feels, I guess, more like an American map, because it is, like, sure, it's got lots of trees, but it's got huge fields as farming goes. And you need to have, like, quite big equipment, so I think it might just be. Do you know what, Ernie? You might have it there. It might be the equipment size requirements that are the reason that I don't like it, because, like, on any given map, I'd love to be able to use the armor track, this vent, and, you know, the small to medium-sized tractors, but this map is just not viable. Even this mower on this small patch of grass over here is like, I'm really pushing my luck with this size of mower. It's a multiplayer map for sure, Jack. Looking forward to Meadow Grove so you can use smoke. Thoroughly recommend this mower by 50K. Ernie, it's on the mod hub. Give it a download from Meadow Grove for sure. Like, I'll tell you when not to use mods, like Courseplay. You shouldn't be using Courseplay right now if you don't know how to troubleshoot. It's plain and simple fact. If you can't figure out how to install it, there's your barrier to entry. Don't install it, please. Because you'll just run into problems and get really confused. If you want to use a good mower, thoroughly recommend this Kuhn by 50K. You play Maypole. Maypole's quite nice as well. Yeah, if you want a small map, Maypole's quite good. It just doesn't sit with me very well. I like Riverview more, but that's on the multiplayer server. Maypole sits with me so badly, and I don't know why. That I just can't play it. It would end up with me complaining about the map too much. Hey, boop. Like this map I can get along with because I'm finding the bits that I like and just like focusing on them. Because there's a lot that I do like. It's a very good map. I just don't like it. It just doesn't sit well with me. And it's always frustrating when like objectively good maps I just don't like. As Courseplay, it's working so far. It hasn't crashed the game or killed my save, so I'm gonna say good for now. No guarantees that it'll work continuously, but it's good for now. Now I'm streaming. Oh, it's after 7 o'clock already. Actually, I'm just about to finish because I didn't notice the time. Thank you for that question, Yanis. Because yeah, I want to finish like now so I can watch, however it ends, the Daytona 24. But that is gonna do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, somebody's getting banned from my Discord. Assuming they're on my Discord, and if they're not, I'll be letting the mods of whatever Discord they're on know so that they can get banned from there. I just got a very interesting message on Discord, and the person that sent it is getting banned. But that is going to do it for today, guys. I'll be back, not tomorrow, but Tuesday with possibly more of this. Hopefully, and there's no guarantees here whatsoever. Hopefully, Marwell. We can hope. We can pray for Marwell. We can hope for now. Hopefully, I'll be back on Tuesday with Marwell. Probably, I'll be back on Tuesday with this. Until then, stay safe, and goodbye.